Hello, my name is Jessica French and welcome to my Learning Innovation. The innovation in question is the use of video conferencing for the student support of language learning.
Should that be started or should that be started?
No, that's started. Don't worry about the mistakes at this point. Okay? You just read what's there.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Being immersed in the target language is difficult to achieve, particularly outside the classroom. These limitations could be reduced with the innovative application of online video conferencing via Skype. This would allow the students to apply what they learn in the classroom to a real scenario. So if you can tell me, what's the difference between the Pashto they learn, the students learn in the classroom, to the Pashto that they'll be using out in Afghanistan?
I think everybody knows the answer to that. It's the formality of the language. The Pashto that you're learning here is very formal, and grammatically, mostly the written form of Pashto, not actually the spoken form of Pashto.
Captain Matt Warman has recently returned from Afghanistan as a linguist, having been a student at the Defence School of Languages. He talks about his experiences.
The main difficulty was the fact that the colloquial language was just not really taught sufficiently here. There wasn't really an awful lot of an attempt. It certainly didn't make its way into the curriculum.
I'm now going to talk you through my learning innovation. First of all, you need a computer. This can either be the tablet that's issued by the school, or it can be your own personal laptop. The only requirements are that you have a camera and a microphone. Once you have this, you need to connect your laptop to the internet. The connection speed needs to be good enough so that when you're on Skype talking to your partner, the sound or the picture isn't distorted. Next thing is you need to download Skype. This is free and all updates are also free from the internet. Best practice would be to use headphones. Headphones such as these make sure that you can concentrate and no other background noises are going to disturb you. Using the microphone also ensures that your voice isn't distorted for your partner. It's also best practice for your partner to do the same, however this cannot be controlled. The final thing is you need to arrange to meet on Skype. Once you've arranged a time that's suitable for both of you, bearing in mind the time differences, you can then set up and talk in the target language. Quite similar to how you're seeing me now, the partner will be able to see you and the student will be able to see the partner. To understand this from a learner's perspective, you will now hear from two students that have tried this learning innovation.
You have no idea who this person is, and they're from a very different cultural background. It was quite difficult. But once the ice was broken, I actually found out that we started to get on rather well, and I look forward to the conversations that we have in the evenings now.
I've never really spoke on Skype or video conferencing or anything like that before, so I found that a bit strange anyway. I prefer to talk in person rather than even over the phone. And so that was a bit awkward, and trying to make light of the thing, or I'm used to putting people at ease and trying to make a joke or something. It's okay in this culture, but it doesn't really come across as well, particularly over the internet.
Thank you for listening. And now hopefully you understand how to use live video conferencing to support student learning outside the classroom. And hopefully you won't end up having to learn the language with another English speaker like this. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.